Hey Booksties! It's time for a monthly reading wrap up. In the month of March, I read a total of 23 books and 2 novellas. I'm going to go over them with my rating and if I would recommend with a yes, no, or maybe. So let's get started. All right, starting the month off strong. My first read was Silk and Iron. I gave this 5 stars, highly recommend. And next I read Stealing It. I gave this 4 stars, yes, I would recommend. And I read Across the Vanishing Sky, 4 stars. Yes, I recommend. She is amazing with romance suspense. And then I read Bright Burns the Flame, 4 stars. Yes, I would recommend. And I read Once Upon a Blossom's Curse. I gave this 4 stars. Yes, I would recommend. Loved the Bridgerton vibes in this. And next I read Mistakes Were Made by Lucy Score. Not my favorite by hers, but I gave it 3.5 stars. And yes, I would recommend. The first novella that I read in March was Isn't She Lovely? I gave this 4 stars, and yes, I would recommend. And the next novella that I read in March was Gracie Gets Lucky. This author writes the best seasonal novellas. I gave it 4 stars. Yes, I would recommend. And next I read Grove of Trees. I gave this 3.5 stars. It's a strong maybe to yes, if I would recommend. It was really unique though. And then I read Saving Ella. I gave this 5 stars. If you love dark romance, I highly, highly recommend. This was so good. And up next, I read The Shadow Enemy. I gave this 3.5 stars. And yes, I would recommend. And then I read Glittering Skies. Highly recommend. 4.5 stars. So, so good. And then I read No Gods, No Kings. I gave this 3.5 stars. What was really unique about this one, it was told all from the main male character's point of view. So that was really unique. But it's a strong maybe to yes if I would recommend. And I read Fate of Blood and Magic. This is book 2 in the series. I gave it 4 stars. Yes, I recommend the series. It's really good. Another dark romance that I read this month was Sinful Oath. I gave this 4 stars, and yes, I would recommend. And then I read Demons for Breakfast. I gave this 3 stars, and it's a big maybe that I would recommend. And then I read Filthy Royals. I gave this 3.5 stars. Look, she is thick. But it's a strong maybe to yes if I would recommend. Yes for the drama. And then I read Mayhem and the Mortal. I gave this 4.5 stars. Highly recommend. Another dark romance that I read was Shadows of Light. I gave this 4 stars, and yes, I would recommend. And I read The Coven Eternal. I gave this 4 stars. Yes, I would recommend. Up next, I read To Break a Vow. I gave this 4 stars. Yes, I would recommend. And then I read A Dance of Death. 5 stars. Highly recommend. Love this duology so, so much. It's the second and final book in the duology. It doesn't come out until I think August. But if you haven't read the first one, I highly recommend that you start. And then another 5 star this month I read was Atmosphere. Highly, highly recommend. So, so good. I also read The Darkest Gift this month. I gave this 3 stars, and it's a strong maybe if I would recommend. And last but certainly not least, Shadows and Secrets. I gave this 5 stars. Highly recommend. Amazing banter. All right, Booksties. Well, that was my reading wrap up for the month of March. Let me know if I have influenced your TBR at all and if you've read any of these or not. So, yeah, until next time, happy reading.